Hi, good morning. Last session we discussed about these are almost all the concepts we covered except the test management activities in JIRA. See, once again, look on this. What are the topics we covered from the session one? So, introduction to JIRA we covered. JIRA software installation I completed, explained to you. Agile Scrum methodology, terminologies, and different activities in Agile process. Then product owner activities in JIRA, such as creating project, add users or people in JIRA, creating release versions, creating epics, user stories in JIRA, provide user story description. With a real-time example, I explained these things, right? Scrum Master activities in JIRA, those are like creating sprint in JIRA, adding user stories to sprint, providing the story point to sprint, creating subtasks to user stories, assign task for a team member, sprint lifecycle in Jira, like to do, in progress, done. These are the three stages we have in the sprint lifecycle for our tasks. So to do, in progress, done. Right. Now, today we are going to discuss about the another important concept. As a QA person, these activities are very much important. Test management activities. So for project management activities we discussed. Now we are going to discuss about the test management activities by QA tester or test engineer in JIRA. So as I said that earlier, if you observe that when you want to create an issue, when you want to create an issue, are you getting the option related to test cases here? Anything? So we got only four options: story, task, bug, epic. There is no option related to the test. By default, Jira is not going to support the test management. It is a project management, agile project management we are going to say. So now, so by providing some plugins for Jira software, we can able to use this one for the test management activities. So for how we can do it is, for the purpose, we have to add on the Zephyr plugin we have to provide. Zephyr plugin we have to use for that. So that we can able to create the test cases, we can able to create test cycles, we can able to go for the test execution activity, we can assign, update the test cases, either pass or fail. These things we can provide. Then even though we are not have Zephyr, these activities are not possible, but we can able to add the bug. We can add the bug, we can complete the sprint. JIRA reports like sprint report, test report. Again, completing sprint is done by the Scrum Master after reviews. JIRA reports also required for the product owners, Scrum Master it is. Okay. But it's all things as a last session, I'm going to explain the JIRA now. Okay. Now, how we can go for the first thing, how to go for the JIRA plugin here using Zephyr plugin for JIRA. By default, JIRA will not support test management activities like creating test cases, creating test cycles, and update test cases, but it supports but it supports bug reporting. To get support for test management activities, we need to install Zephyr plugin. How to do it is, I said that go to Jira dashboard as it is 8.8.0 version, it is okay. Now, so today morning only they updated this one. So 8.8.1 it is now. So with that, little bit changes are there, but latest version as I am going to take for you. So to do these activities. So how we can go for that? So we are in the our project dashboard, suppose here like this. Now we have the apps here. Go to apps. Manage your apps is there. Okay, go to manage your apps. Find a new app is there. Go to find a new app. Find a new app. Internet should be required here. So what I need here, Zipware is required. Zipware is required. Now find new apps here. We can go for the Zephyr, which is required for us. Click on enter Zephyr for JIRA test management, right? It is also licensed one. You have to buy the amount, but so I'm going to use a free version here. As always, we prefer for the training means free versions only. Start free trial. JIRA test was added. Success. It's saying that. Okay. The other thing, we have to go to the apps, find new apps, enter the chipware. So try it free, click. So you're going to get the trial version. The add-ins plugins are available for the Jira now. I will go to the Jira software dashboard, Amazon. There's a project to me. Now, if I go for that, previously we don't have this option. Now we got this option here. So Jira option you got. Well, it is not some other things we have to do here. The Jira plugins we got. After that, to get the C, after this one we did in the previous version, we are not going to get the test option. When you go for the create issue in Epic, if you go, so previously test option is not getting, even though Zephyr plugins are there. Now we'll see the is that there. So still we are not getting here. So to get that one, we have to manage here. So go to Zephyr. Hmm. I will go for the project settings. Zephyr project settings here. Details we got. Okay. When I go for the project settings here, issue type is there. Select the issue type. There is the action is there. Go to actions. Edit issue types. So why we are doing this one more? To get the issue type test. This is the issue types are there. Current schema is these are the things are there. Now I want to go for the test. Add this one. This is the one must you have to do it is. Then only you can able to create the tests. Okay. Then we have the save option. Click on save. Now go back to your project. Back to project. Now you see that if I go for create issue in Epic, if you go, now if I go for the issue type, now we got the test here. That's one of the important thing. Once you plugins are provided, still you are not going to get the issue type as test. We have to go for the project settings. We have to add the test into your current issue types list. Then only you are going to get the test it is. Right. So that's the thing I said here. Click on try for free, okay. To get test management features for our project, the need to project need to change project settings in Jira or to Jira dashboard project settings, issue type actions, edit issue type, drag and drop the test from available issue type to so issue types for current schema. Then click on save. Like this, you have to do that operation. Right. After this, what next we have to do? We need to create the test. So in Excel sheet, already I prepared my test. So generally, even though we are going to use the quality center like ALM, there also we have the option to create the test cases. Same way in Jira also now we got the option to create the test cases. But in practical, test cases are going to be derived in Excel sheet. But we are going to provide we can export the test case into the ALM. Same way you can able to maintain these test cases, you are going to maintain into the Jira. But we have to export is not possible. We have to provide these test case names, description, we have to provide it is. Okay. So quality center also is there in my playlist. If you want to see that, that one also you can watch. Quality center. Next time I'm going to provide the Bugzilla also to you. You can Bugzilla is very simple to only for the defect reporting purpose. That also I'm going to publish. Okay. Now for this sprint planning is these are the user stories. For this user stories, I created two test cases here. Test case 1, test case 2, user story, test case, user story title it is. So step description, expected result. Like this I have. So now I want to go for the test cases. How we can prepare the test cases here in my Jira. Now test management activities one by one we are going to do here. Go for the create issue epic. Create issue in epic. You can go for this. Now select the test to type as here, issue type as test. Summary. Summary means try to provide that. So user story title like given here. Instead of that, I will give the description. I will give this one. So what I will do here, I will go for the test case name. So what is the test case name I have? Let me copy this one. This I will try to provide. Attachment is there anything? Files you can browse it is that file also test case file also you can browse it is. Direct test cases we are going to browse. Here description. So user story description are going to providing here also. You want to provide any other information, you can write a test case description. What purpose you create a test case? You have test case description. No, you can provide it is. You can say like this. This test case verified. First time visitor. The email. So now it's sufficient product like this. Then which version we have to go? This version. Version name I given. Epic link already I given that. Sprint you want to give for which sprint it is. All sprints are created. We can go for the sprint one create. One more test case. There's a second test case. Give the summary, a description. You can say like this. Verify. New user can register on the website. Fix version number. Assigning automatic later we can decide it. So to whom I need to assign this one to execute. Sprint one. So create like this. So test cases I written here. Test cases symbol shows like this, like a wing number shows like this. Okay. Now how to create the create test summary, the description, select version epic and sprint, click on create directly from the epic we have created, so no need to go for the sprint I selected. Now what I want to update in the test case, adding the steps to test cases. How we can add the steps here? That means here test case name I give, ID I given, test case description I given. I want to add these steps. How we can add this? Step one, step two, step three. Like this I have here I given in one step only all the possible operation expected result. Right. Like this I given. But how we can provide this information also for our test case in the JIRA. Is the test case is there? Double click on the test case. Or here space is insufficient to me. So what I want to do, I want to go for the Zephyr if I use. So I can go for the test. Create test also. Like this, here also you can go. Go for create test. If you go for Zephyr plugin, set the test, enter. At that time, it is mandated to you to select the epic name. Here it is this one. Sprint also you have to select. So epic also you have to select. Okay, from here also you can do it is. Okay. Such a test I will go. Only test we have here. Right. Now what I want to update the tests. So test case, adding steps to test cases. Go to Zipware, select such issues, select test. So select test details icon. Provide steps, test data, expected result. Like this might is once test case names I given, like this is showing to me. Test case one, pencil selected. Here we have the Zipware actions, test details, and test execution. Go for the third one, middle one, details, test details. Now steps are there here. So these are the steps we have. So already you prepare test cases, no? Just you copy paste here so that it makes easy in the real time also. Same thing we are going to directly. We are not going to write in Excel sheet. We are going to maintain any test data report that information it is. What is the expected result you maintain here? See here we are not going to write any program, right? So you want to clear, you can go for clear. This step is completed. Add steps. One more step you want, you can go for that. Add steps. Okay, like this. Multiple steps are required. You can go for like this. Now second one also I want to add the steps. Select this one. Go for the details. Steps. Test data. Something like irrelevant of the scenario. Just I'm getting the data there. So once you added, then what we have to do, make sure you need to maintain this one, add steps. Second step, like this, you can go for that multiple steps. Okay. After, so what we did here, first we went into the Zephyr installation for the JIRA, the creating test cases. So then we provided the test case description to the details to the test case here, design steps we given. So next what we have to do here, next we have to create the test cycles. So execution purpose, we have to go for the cycles. So generally we are going to call test suite, test batch, nothing but a collection of test cases, test suite. Okay. So how we can go for this? Test cases filters completed. Okay. I need to go back. Go for Zipper again. Cycle summary is there. So planning and execution, actually it is under this plan. Previous versions it is enabled. Now it is not enabled to. You have to go for the cycle summary here. When you go to cycle summary, so already you have test cycles. It shows to you, but you don't have test cycles, right? For this part, just I added test cases. Now I need to create the new test cycle. Now there is an option called create new test cycle. Click on this one. So unscheduled. Now in this version I want to schedule it is. So name here I'm giving that regression testing. Regression testing or test suite I'm going to give. Okay. In a description to perform regression test. Which version? Build version. Build 1.0. Environment is required anything, you can provide it. Environment. From date and to date. This is a sprint 15 days. So I can go for first regression testing here like this. Save it is. Some dates, the execution cycle. So you can set based on the given task by your lead. Right. So updating test case, adding steps to test cases. So these are the steps are the next thing. Creating test cycles and added tests. Now just I created test cycle. Now I need to add the tests there. It's taking some time. Okay. Now once I create a test cycle, so like this are going to get. I want to add the test. Go for the add test check. Click on this one. Now what we given Amazon, these are the tests I given. First test, add it is. Name you have to remember it. To give it is. This is the key and this is the TC I given. Add, close. The test is added for us. Again, one more test. Click here. If you want to give anything, you can give us any medical QIT. Add it is. Like we may have the, so for that scenario user story purpose, you may have the, so 30 test cases are there. We are going to add this 30 test cases in our suit. Where the test cases? It's not showing here. So you have to refresh it is the test cases showing to you. Okay. Now E is there. What is this E? Execute, execute. To who has to execute? We have to assign it is. That's what I said here. So create test, say add test. Let's also add it. Next, what we need to do? Assign test cases execution to whom I need to execute. So you can give that. So here one on the cycle summary page, click on the E button for the individual test case that you want to assign. So like this, click on E. Like quality center, we're not going to view all the test steps to execute. Just you have to assign it is. Yeah, assign to, choose the value. It's showing that. So taking some time. Skip this tour. Assign to, choose the value. Everything I'm going to take for me only because to execute myself. That is completed. Again, go back. Right. One test cycle is executed. Go for again this C one also. Separately, we can go and execute our test cases. But once assigned here, our test cases are there in the Excel sheet, they are going to execute. Once you execute test cases through Excel sheet, then you are going to update your test cases status here. You have to provide it is. First one, this one also is selected. Both are assigned. We'll see once again. After assign the test cases, next they have to execute. So once execution is done, we have to provide the status, update test case in JIRA. How we can do it is, yeah, both test cases are assigned. You can go to the dashboard. My project dashboard, I will go. Let me select that my project dashboard I'm going to get. Now again you go for the how to update the test execution activities. Once separately I executed my test case through Excel sheet. Now I want to give the status. Go for Zephyr. Cycle summary again you go. Now here you can give the status. So pass, fail, blocked, unexpected. Okay, pass. This test case I'm going to give status as failed. After execution of test cases, just update the status of your test case in your suite. Okay, like this. Execution also updated your test cases. Once test cases are updated, what next we have to do? Create the bugs in Jira. It's very simple how to create the bugs. So again, go backlog. For which epic we have the defects, select that epic, create issue in epic. Now what I want to go for the bug reporting. Summary, application allowing different values in password and retype password while new user registration. Okay. Any description you want to provide, you can provide. Now they have to fix it in this version name. You can select label, right? Like this, you can provide. So affected versions or the epic link already be given. Sprint you want to give, you can give the sprint first sprint related, right? Click on create. Okay. Now like this, you are going to log the defect. Now, if I go for the active sprint, now what we need to do? Some activities are completed. You have to in progress, in progress, in progress, in progress. Then once the execution also completed, defect reporting also completed, retesting also completed. All subtasks parent A to Z are now done. You want to update this parent issue to match. Update. So now all activities are completed, they go for the review. So any problems are getting or middle you got the change request. If it is small changes, change request means we can ask that to implement in this current sprint only. Maybe more work is there. Then we are going to ask the next sprint. We are going to consider move that one to the next sprint. We are going to say it is. We're creating bugs. Okay. Then priority saved, everything will be there that we have to choose it is. Then complete sprint. Now I'm going to complete this. This is a complete sprint is the Scrum Master. Go for this. One issue was done, four issues were incomplete. In A to Z sprint 2. Take that one into the sprint 3. Remaining I said that go move those to the which are not done, move to the sprint 3 it is. From sprint 2 which are not done. They're saying that sprint was successfully done. Sprint 2 is some scenarios not yet completed. Some other given the sprint 3 it is. Like this. Then if you go for the reports, you want to watch the reports here. So we have the different kind of reports are there here. So burn up charts, sprint report, burn down chart, burn up chart, okay, velocity chart, how many activities are completed, stories are completed, it shows that like this epic, okay. Same way here, test reports you want to see here, you are going to find the test metrics. Zephyr, you have to go for the reports, test summary. pass, fail one, traceability matrix. These all the things are there. So the Scrum Master, they are going to see these all the things, reports. So this is all about the sprint reports. Thank you. Subscribe my channel. Okay. So any information required, give the message to me in the WhatsApp. So this is about the all. Everything is clearly I explained to you. So try to install the Jira, then we can go for the practicing purpose. So everyone try to practice. Couple of times to practice makes easy to you. The cloud instance means it will take 2 minutes of time. Then you can practice that which are the scenarios, epics which I given. You try to upload those things, you are going to understand all the sequence so that entire testing process activities are going to be clear to you if you practice the Jira software. Okay. So thank you.